What's up, MMA fans? Today we're catching up with Roan Carneiro, Jucão. How are you, my friend?
What's up, guys? I'm great, man. Can't complain, Alonso. Big pleasure to talk to you right now. Let's get it on.
Yeah, as always, my friend. Jucão, you did a great job with Rodolfo Vieira. Tell us what you and Manu Santana have done to him to change so much his style. He was so calm, fighting, standing up until get the third round and submit the guy.
Oh, the big challenge what Rodolfo fight against himself. Once he figured it out everything, that's what we saw. He's he was more calm. Was easy the part he worked karate with Manu Menezes, Manu Santana. Manu Santana put him on point, so what easy to make the transition between the strike to the grappling. So he was more calm. He was more not to worry about what's going on. And the psychology part too. Work on his mind and definitely make a different Rodolfo. And he put the big pressure he had on his back. His last fight when he lost, the guy was purple belt to submit him. It's a lot of pressure. We talk about the guy is a 5-time world champion. So, and everybody know the pressure to fight in UFC, and he was carrying a lot of pressure. So, Mano and all the team worked to take the weight off his back, and he just have fun in the octagon, and he did it, and he did a great performance.
And I also saw in your Instagram that Kamaru Usman is training with you guys. How is that meeting? Kamaru and Douglas Lima, former champion of Bellator.
Oh man, that was great, man. Kamaru, his coach George Santiago and his manager Ali got in touch with me, and asked if it was possible while he's doing his move here in Atlanta to train with me. I said, man, of course, and no problem. He's a cool guy, very respectful guy. It's just it's a plus. It's a pleasure to have him in the room. Work with Douglas. Former Bellator champion, a UFC welterweight champion, having the room full of talents was amazing. And he's gonna spend 3 months, shoot for 3 months in Atlanta. And so far, so good. So far, it's awesome to have the champion here with us.
What caught your attention, Jucão, about the champion Kamaru Usman? What do you think is a big point about him?
Oh, his mind. He's very focused and mindset. He decided to be a champion. He's decided to be a greatness. He's decided to training, work and work and work. I can see he's not satisfied for anything. He's just a guy work very hard day by day. So he's here in Atlanta do his thing and a movie. I know how comfortable it is because I did a movie before. And he don't care. He wants to be here at the gym. So this is impressed me the most on Kamaru. The way he worked. So he came here on Friday last week on my no-gi class. He did the whole class. Roll with the whole students, and at the end, I roll with him as well. At the end, I finished the class. He stick a little bit more with me. We keep it drilling for over 40 minutes after the class. That's in my opinion, that's the champion's mind. That's the champion's mindset, and he have that.
You also told me, Jucão, last time we talked, you told me that Conor McGregor did a surprise visit to you, and you got really impressed because he just lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov by that time, and
right.
A few weeks later, he went to look for Carson Gracie black belt and trained for 5 rounds, and that impressed you a lot.
Yes, this very impressed me, because he's comfortable right now. Everybody know he have tons of money and he don't need to fight anymore. But his former nutritionist, reached me and asked if it was possible him to come train with me. It was the Super Bowl at the time, I think 2 years ago. So he came in the morning, in the Monday morning. Here was nobody here at the gym. We talk. He's supposed to do his training with his partners. and he invited me to roll, and when we did a 5-minute rounds rolls on the ground, you know, and I could see he's decided like to be a greatness too, you know, that mindset too, you know, he's supposed to make, come on, he have a lot of money, what are you going to do on Monday after Super Bowl week training with the jiu-jitsu black belts, you know, and he doesn't care. He show up, we did like amazing 5-minute rounds, you know. My impress with him was different, was I used to have before, you know. I see a very hard work guy, you know. He passed me a good impression, you know, like was the champions needed. And he still have the hungry, you know, Alonso. He's not comfortable, you know, because when you reach the top, man, you make a lot of money, you start to be famous, and the comfort zone is right there. Is that close. And I see him have all the comfortable zone, but he still work for greatness, you know. So that's my impression, what I have to him, you know. Man, the way he trained for everybody, you know, the situation like what Khabib exposed him, I tried to expose him at the same, and I could feel he was work something to not get in that position so easy, you know, like the cage control. You know, we did very fun rolls. It's a 5-minute round rolls here, and I am probably 20 pounds over him. You know, so a guy, I saw so many champions like I have than him come here my gym and don't have his mindset, Alonso. You know, and I also have all the champions who have a pleasure to roll, and I don't see this mindset too. You know, they're hungry to more, and I could see that in McGregor.
Nice, Jucão. Very nice thoughts. What about Douglas Lima, man? Tell us, how do you see now his fight against Yaroslav Arosov when he lost the belt? How do you analyze that after?
You know, Alonso, yeah, we haven't talked a lot about this fight. You know, I think, you know, I not say it's my fault, but I keep in like a blame myself to not give I not say this responsibility for this particular fight, but I not really work the way you're supposed to work on the wrestling base. You know, when you're talking about like Amusov, he's like a high level wrestler, you know, and you cannot like work like a wrestling for MMA only. You know, you have to go and try to work with like a high level guys. You know, and unfortunately, this camp we didn't have like a high level wrestling to train with us. You know, and definitely next time you have to surround yourself. You know, you got to be surrounded around people like Division 1 and up. You know, talking about world class wrestling, cannot be high school wrestling for that type of fighter. You know, Khabib, Islam, you know, those kind of guys, the wrestling level those guys have, you have to work with very high level wrestling. You know, if not, I mean, we're gonna be in deep waters. That's pretty much what happened to the fight. You know, so, but you know, he lost by decision. Douglas have his mindset. This is like we are waiting to turn the page, and we have a Bellator. Haven't talked to Douglas. You know, soon I think they're gonna release the next Douglas, the next fight for Douglas, and it's gonna shock the world. It's gonna be a big fight, and we already think about that fight. That fight is gonna make Douglas, you know, man, like chase what he really wants, or he wants the greatest, or he just want to be a champion, you know. And we work for greatness. You know, the game plan is like a go for the next fight, make a statement, and fight for Yaroslav for the belt again.
Great, Jucão. And also, the last question I would like to talk to you about Anderson Silva and Paul Brothers. They just released that Anderson will face him on September. I remember you when you were in the very beginning, you fought Anderson in Mecca, but you were like a jiu-jitsu guy, and you fought a very experienced Anderson Silva. Was like a great step for you. And how do you see that fight between him and Logan Paul?
Hey guys, just take my words. Logan Paul is gonna get hurt. you know, Anderson Silva is gonna hurt the kid. You know, that's like the kind of this. When I saw the fight, make me remember what I accepted to fight Anderson Silva at the time. You know, he was 10 to 12 MMA professional fights over me. Was my second fight. My second MMA fight, and I think he was going to his 12 or 13 fights at the time. He was shooter champ at the time, and I could see nothing, you know. And that guy have no idea what he's signed for. You know, Anderson Silva is gonna hurt this guy. You know, period. He have no idea. It's another level also. You know, when Anderson Silva starts like a feeling, you know, the distance starts losing up, you're gonna hurt this kid. This kid, I can see like one of the best performers, Anderson Silva. No, take my words. You know, I see like the same performance he did against a Forrest Grieve, same performance he did with like Rich Franklin twice, with Chris Lieben. You know, man, I know I fought him. I train a lot with him after. I have a pleasure to train with him today. He's my friend. And I know, man, when he's motivated, forget about it. You know, I mean, I'm not saying his last MMA fights, he not like a training hard. He always train hard. But, you know, he's in another level right now. He's doing something fun. He do something he enjoyed to do. And he's enjoy, man, training boxing right now. He's enjoy go to the gym to training with his son, his kids, his kids, be around, you know, the friend. He enjoy, you know. And when he's happy and when he's enjoy what he's doing, he's a danger, you know. And I'm sure, take my notes, take my words, he's gonna hurt this kid.
Thank you very much, Jucão. It was
You
a
got
pleasure
Alonso.
to talk to you, my friend.
Pleasure, my friend. Always, man, always. You know, thank you so much, Alonso.